I've never seen anything of Bungo Stray Dogs. I'ma just say that up front. So why am I reading this? It's Manga Week. Like literally, it's just Manga Week. But what made me pick this was I went on Google and picked 1 through 100. And for the first manga that I picked, I wanted to read something that was critically acclaimed, right? So I could really put it to the test, see if it is peak. And the first manga we got is Bungo Stray Dogs Beast, an alternate universe from the original. So I shouldn't really be ruined from the main experience, but from what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing, this is 10 times better. Oh my god, nigga. I'm on page 26, nigga. I feel like I'm reading a damn novel, nigga. Oh my god. What? And look, right, since I'm giving my thoughts so far already, right? I'm not really connected to anything so far. Again, right, it's 26 pages, but it says 43 down there, but I'm on the 26th page on the Google Doc, so which is another thing, right? I had to read it on a fucking Google Doc because they didn't have chapter 1 on the goddamn website. Nigga, from what I'm reading, I swear they just want me to skip it, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna keep reading it though. It's kind of just like, I'm not really feeling nothing at all. What? Okay, they're teeing up with powers right now, having a fight, having a scramble, right? It's going crazy. You know, action-wise, it's going crazy right now. I just still don't feel anything for the MC yet. Like, it just feels like, yeah, whatever, he can do it, cool. Like, I don't know, like, not to downplay what's going on right now, right? Because this nigga is killing people, killing niggas. But it's just like early on, right? Early chapter spoilers, by the way. So, you know, just like skip ahead. But this nigga's family just got killed, right? But they barely got screen time. I barely shown it. Like, I was just like, what the fuck? All right, cool, right? That means something to him. That's why he went into this terror beast mode, right? But I don't feel anything off of it. It really wasn't played up well at all. Like, this nigga's like, the world is so cruel. But then we haven't seen how the world is cruel to him. We've only just been told that, like, he got beat up once. He got beat up once. He kills people, right? And the world is so cruel to him, right? It's like, no, because it was shown, but just so lightly. It was taken lightly. Like, when they did show him suffering, when they explained his perspective, why he was chasing after these thugs, why them killing his family was so important, it was literally just like a page or two of not even that much. Like, let me see if I can find it. Literally, we had this. He's like, I don't fear death. Hell 2 is probably more comfortable than being here. Unable to find food for days, struggling to get by on weeds alone. That kind of every day. Waking up, snowy mornings. Like, okay, that is pretty cool. And then we found him. There should have been, honestly, I feel like the chapter should have dived more into this. I'm only on this is only page 22 right now. They should have expanded on this concept, made me really care about it, because they didn't. I don't care about this shit. Who even the fuck is that? Why does it matter, right? And him going and like, oh yeah, like saying this fucking line, like, if this is what life is, if that is our predetermined reward for breathing air, for existing, then this is my revenge for being born. It just comes off as like an edgelord type nigga, even though we know what happened to him, right? But it comes off as that edgelord ass nigga, because what does it really mean to him? We don't know, because we haven't seen it. We haven't seen the things that he's seen, right? And I really do hope that they don't just save that shit for backstory, or they tell me that I'm supposed to watch the OG Bungo Stray Dogs just to understand this shit. Because, no. They should dive into this way more. Even if it's a spin-off or whatever, even if it is an alternate universe, they should dive into that more. But no, they just go straight into revenge mode. We got them. Yes. Like, I don't know. I'm not really into shit like this. I'm not really into shit like this, to be honest. I don't really like revenge stories or whatever when it's not done like this. This is obviously just going to be revenge porn. I'm gonna be honest. This is obviously just gonna be this nigga trying to kill niggas, right? And I'm not really into that type of mangas or anything like that, because it's not built well. But we'll see after this though. We'll see, because he is cold. He is cold, but it's just like the coldness scales off of how built your character is in the first place, and he's not really built right now. But maybe we'll get some of that. Looking at this, God! But besides that, like, this is literally just Chainsaw Man right now. This is literally just Chainsaw Man right now. Chainsaw Man did damn better. What the heck? Cause now I have to make the comparison, because this is literally what's happening right now. Chainsaw Man, right? Denji. We got Denji's backstory. We understood Denji's struggles, what he been through, right? How he still looks up, even in the current state that he's in, that we were able to see, right? What this nigga was doing for chump change, all of that shit, for Makima to come save his life, right? At the end of the chapter. That was built well. It was built really well, because it gave me this sense of what is really in store for Denji, right? Is his life really gonna start looking up? Just because he was taken up on this deal, right? And I cared, because I was shown how bad this nigga's life was, and how he still looked at it positively, right? And how no matter what life is given to him afterwards, as long as it still is life, he's gonna just take it. He's gonna take it. So what could Makima do? Because it didn't matter what Makima did. He was gonna take it as a good thing, as a positive thing. That nigga was groomed. I like this approach way more. I really do. Like, if they build his character off this, okay. They built his character kind of like just, he didn't care, but he cared, right? Here in this panel, look at what this nigga is saying. How do you know my sister, you son of a bitch? You bastard, you bastard, you bastard, you bastard, you bastard, you bastard. This nigga is crazy, right? And I think if they had shown his character being crazy before, even without the backstory, it would have worked. But he wasn't crazy. He was a rational ass nigga. He is a rational ass nigga. What? But this talk right here, this is crazy talk. He shifted right here. And again, right, it could be because he's using his powers and all that shit, but I think he should have started like this. He should have been acted like this. Been the most irrational ass nigga before, and you can make the argument he was, right, when he decided to charge ahead and say, I'm gonna kill these niggas. But that's somewhat understandable, right? I feel like it should be an irrational, ununderstandable type of crazy that he has, that is right now in this moment. Granted, I guess you can make the case it's understandable, but it has to make me feel like I want to understand and know why this nigga is acting this way, right? It gets me curious. It makes me want to click on to the next chapter, right? I don't know if I'm wording it right, but TLDR, I want him to be either crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so it makes me wonder why he's like this without the backstory being told to me, right? Or keep him like this, the calm, rational, person he was chapters before, right? With backstory. You can do either one, right? Because you can't do both. You can't have both. No, you can't have both. You cannot have both. After that, 4.5 years passed. Oh no. Alright, bro. If the end of this shit ain't different, man, I see why they told me to skip to chapter 2. I see why the website go only chapter 2 on the motherfucker. Cause this, I feel like this is just not a good judge of what the potential of this series can hold. Cause nah, you're gonna skip 4 years after that. It didn't feel complete, dude. What? But the argument can be made, right, that they are having this time skip so they can actually write the story. I swear to God. Thus, the Bungo stray dogs met. Yeah, I should have just read chapter 2. You know what? I actually really, I'm liking like midway point of chapter 2. I really like this so far because it threw away everything in the first fucking chapter. What? Good lord. And we just have this, right? And I feel like if I had just read this alone, right, I think that this nigga is just a fucking sister con, right? And that's it. And I would have liked that more than just knowing that this nigga's on a hunt for his fucking sister and that's why he joined. Just to clarify, I'm not saying it's better because he's a sister con. I'm just saying like they need to scrap everything this season in chapter 1. Dog, that shit was trash. And with the gag, like being a sister con, you don't really need to build on that. You can just be like, yeah, nah, I really like my sister. Like it's a funny little gag thing, right? But when you go ahead to say, oh yeah, my sister's been fucking kidnapped, right? And there's been no build up to it. Why does he even care about his siblings, honestly? Because we haven't seen it. It hasn't been built on at all. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like chapter 1 should have been like chapter 10 backstory, something. Cause this is not, no. That shit should not have been my introduction to the fucking world. It should have been this. All right, this nigga's getting good by his fucking sister. Watch it go! What did you do before joining the agency? My past is similar to that of a pebble in a harsh wind. I had nowhere to go, no job to speak of. I wandered the slums. Such was my daily life. So basically, he didn't really do anything at all. I fucking wished. Whoever the fuck you are, nigga, I wish. Good lord. All right, I finished volume 1 and my overall thoughts are, it's all right. It's all right. I really do think that without chapter 1, it probably would have been like an 8, 7, around that range. Because it is actually pretty decent and I like the concepts that they're putting on to me so far. It's just all about how they execute, right? But that first chapter was fucking atrocious. And if you ever do read this, please just skip the first chapter. And I think you'll have a good time, honestly. You can honestly read without the first chapter. Please, God, just do it. Please, God, just do it. Please, God, just do it. I'm gonna say it again. Please, God, just do it. Cause it's not, like, shit is trash. It is trash. It is garbage. That nigga don't know how to build a story. He don't know how to build a story. He knows how to execute on his plans. He don't know how to build a story though. I think he had the idea, the mentality, the mindset. I want this to be a revenge story, right? But he didn't know how to make one. He didn't know how to make one. Now it's panning out pretty good. They're introducing more characters, offering different perspectives, right? Without immense trash backstory, like they're doing for other characters. Like for other characters, they're just giving like, oh, like you don't wanna. They're keeping it open-ended. Trying to find another way to say it. They're keeping it open. They're just keeping it open-ended, instead of just bullshitting the backstory. They're keeping it open-ended, and I prefer that they do that than bullshitting on the backstory, because you can just make a backstory that is good later on, right? That'll have as much impact. Because chapter 2, reading that alone would be so much better. It would be so good. It would be good, honestly. I'd like it. I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep reading it though. I feel like, yeah, that was cool. It was a cool concept. Like, nothing really is there to entice me personally after reading that. So, yeah, I'll definitely, and considering it's manga week and I do want to expand on more mangas than just one, I will be reading more than this. But who knows, right? If this video does well, if there's some people in the comments that tell me this is that peak, I gotta keep reading, then you know, I'll keep reading it, honestly. I'll give my thoughts as I go through, because this was more of a negative video than anything. And sorry, but that's just that first chapter. There was so much in my mouth. I couldn't express what was actually really good about it. Like, the art style, it's really good. I like the art, but I don't think that should be really taken into account with the story at play, right? Being what it is, but it's coming together, like I'm saying. And, yeah, that was me reading Bungo Stray Dogs Beast. Does it deserve the ranking of it being such a highly rated and popular manga? I'll say it has the potential. Not right now though. It's not showing me nothing. It's not showing the stops right now. I think Chainsaw Man is quite literally just a better version of this so far. If we just take out like the legacy of the Bungo Stray Dog characters, then Chainsaw Man is literally just better, just off of everything. But that's me. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just end it. Just out your search.